Hi, I'm Brad Staggs with a home improvement tip designed to help save you some money on your energy costs this winter. The EPA has suggested you can save up to 20% on your heating and cooling costs with the proper insulation and by also sealing up the gaps and cracks in your home. How do we find those gaps and cracks? We find them with a thermal leak detector, just like this one. Tools like this used to be available only to the pros. Now you can find one. This one is from Black & Decker. They're about $50. How do they work? Well, they're easy. All you do is set a baseline temperature by aiming this at an interior wall. You'll get a green light. Once you get that green light, simply travel across your walls and floors. If it changes color to blue in this case, that means you got a cold spot right there. Now, essentially what that means, if we go underneath this vent, you're going to find the ductwork. And this is why we're getting that cold spot. We've got this gap around the perimeter of that vent. That just means that they cut the opening a little too large. How do we fix that? Well, we use an insulating foam sealant, just like this. Comes in a can. They're about $5. This one is from Great Stuff. And essentially, you just spray this into the gap, and it will seal up that air transference. So in the winter, you're not going to get cold air rushing in. Plus, that warm air that you're paying to heat is not going to be rushing out. Simply take the Great Stuff and insert the straw into the gap, squeeze the trigger, and you'll see it start to fill up that gap. Now, once it fills up that gap, you want to continue around the perimeter of that ductwork. By doing this, again, we're preventing all of that air transference from inside to outside. It's also a good idea to do this on the sill plate down in your basement, as well as around any electrical or plumbing lines that are coming into your home. And again, by doing this, if you add up all of these gaps and cracks, they can add up to 4 square feet in your home. That's the equivalent of leaving a 2-foot by 2-foot window wide open all year long. You wouldn't do that. So if you take the time to use a tool like the thermal leak detector for about $50, and again, the Great Stuff insulating foam sealant for about $5 a can, you're going to get that money back in no time at all in those saved energy costs. If you'd like more information, we've set up a website with more info and some great tips for you as well at scansealsave.com.